What would you say is the nastiest thing that you ever ate out of a can?
This is it's an easy answer. It is surströmming all day, every day. Surströmming is absolutely the worst thing you can eat in a can.
Oh, dude, why do we do this?
I would go on record with that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition.
Who's Joe?
Who the is Joe?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Yeah. Who is Joe?
Today I am here with Pink from CultMoo. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself?
Sure. So I am co-founder of CultMoo, which is a food channel on YouTube. We do all kinds of food reviews and weird recipes and deep frying and waffles and sausage and pretty much anything you can do in the kitchen, we try it. And even things you shouldn't do in the kitchen, we also try that. I'm joined by on the channel, we also have Senior Wera. He's the other co-founder, and our good friend Lofi Molasses. That makes up three of us, and yeah, that's about it.
How are you with staring contests?
Not so good. I was doing a little practicing earlier, and it didn't go well.
All right, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and dive into that, get that part over with. I will.
All right, let me do the deep diving thing they do. You know, they take big breaths. I'm just gonna clear my blinking. Get ready for this.
Okay,
right.
you can do that while I count us down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you could collaborate with anybody on the internet, who would it be?
I already lost. It would be. I lost again. So I did it again. I told you this wasn't gonna go well. I'm gonna keep trying though. I'm gonna keep trying. All right. So I am into a few people recently. I would say right now, who I want to collab with would be Tyler Tube. I don't know if you've seen that channel. He does like a lot of reviews in his garage of different stuff, and he has a very unique way of going about it. And I really like that channel right now. And the other one I would say always, LA Beast. LA Beast, we've met him a couple times. He's a great, awesome dude, and he does crazy stuff on the internet.
That's really cool. And if you've watched any of the previous videos, you know that at this point, even though I've already won the staring contest portion, I am going to try to go the rest of the interview without blinking as well.
I believe in you.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to keep trying to see how long I can go.
Okay. What is banana sauce and why is it so delicious?
Banana sauce is a type of ketchup that was made, I believe, during World War II or World War I when they had a shortage on tomatoes. But the key to banana sauce is the texture is a little bit thicker than ketchup, and the flavor has a spice to it that is delicious.
Okay. So before doing this, I did a bit of a deep dive on your YouTube channel and noticed that you started, about 11 years ago?
Oh yeah, it was a while ago, and we started out pretty slow, just uploading videos whenever we felt like it. Then we got to a more scheduled release setup where we did like 3 a week for a very long time, and then now we're kind of going back since we're all stuck at home because of 2020, and we're doing it once again to kind of whenever we have the time.
So the first videos were a series called It Came in a Can.
Oh yeah, that's where it all started.
What would you say is the nastiest thing that you ever ate out of a can?
This is it's an easy answer. It is surströmming all day, every day. Surströmming is absolutely the worst thing you can eat in a can.
Oh, dude, why do we do this?
I would go on record with that.
And what is that again?
That is fermented herring. What they do is they pack the herring in a can with some bacteria cultures, and they let it ferment inside of that can. So when you go to open it, it's kind of bulgy. It has a lot of gases in it. They go shooting out, and it smells a little bit like a roadkill.
That sounds delicious.
Totally. It tastes about what it smells like, too.
Now, I live in Alabama, and one thing we believe over here in the South is that pretty much anything can be deep fried and dipped in ranch.
I appreciate that.
Do you think there's anything out there that should not be deep fried?
I don't think there's really anything that shouldn't be deep fried at least once. I'll go with that. Now, that's the only way you can find out what shouldn't be deep fried, right? But everything's worth it once, I would say. Maybe even surströmming. Although I don't know if we'll ever do that.
Well, it sounds like a good video idea there now.
I don't know.
One thing you mentioned when we were talking about doing this video is that you are a home brewer.
Yes. I really enjoy brewing beer at home. I've had a whole bunch of different batches. I think my favorite one that I make right now is an Earl Grey Amber. And I think Earl Grey is like a great flavor to add to like an amber beer. And it's just a very nice flavor. It's refreshing and still sort of perfumey in a way.
So what would you say is your favorite style of beer?
Oh, the one with alcohol in it. It's actually, it's pretty broad, but I would say while double IPAs are really up there, I think Belgian quads are where my true love is.
When it comes to a West Coast IPA versus New England hazy, what's your stance on that?
Oh, I think there's a time and a place for everything, but I would choose, the hometown, right?
Okay.
I'm Pacific Northwest, born and raised, so I'm going with that.
I kind of figured that would be your take, but I thought I'd throw that question out there anyway. So we're gonna jump back to the food thing for a second.
Sure.
What is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten in a video?
Ooh, that's I would say it's sort of a toss-up between the source, and maybe even the raw Carolina Reaper. Or no, I tried a Scorpion too. That one is rough. I might go. Technically, the source is higher in the Scoville, but I ate a little bit less of it. Whereas the Scorpion, I kind of ate, I think, half the pepper. It was on one of our live shows during the end of the night, and yeah, that was pretty bad.
So, for somebody that doesn't know, what is the source?
The source is it's an extract basically where they kind of concentrate the spiciness, so it gets up to like 6 or 7 million Scoville, I think, and
Holy
Scoville
crap.
only goes up to 11. So yeah, it's just pure capsaicin basically. Well, not pure, but it's getting up there. So that's why you only do a little dab.
You mentioned me potentially being in a Bookend challenge video with you.
Yeah, I thought it would be
leading up
awesome.
into this.
We have another Bookend challenge.
Yeah, I thought it'd be awesome.
How did you come up with the idea for the Bookend challenge video?
Yeah, so for people that don't know, the bookend is you start with a shot, you move to chugging a beer, you have a food item that you eat, scarf down, then you chug another beer, take your last shot, and then you review the food. This kind of came about as a conglomeration of like all the things we do in our channel, and Lofi, I actually came up with this idea. So we thought it was really awesome, and we've done quite a few of them now, and it's just a fun mix of having a race between your friends, having a couple of drinks, and also putting out a food review.
Okay, so it is a race to see who will finish it first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is there any sort of like punishment for being the last person to finish?
Just the shame you bring upon yourself for losing.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family.
But that's really all you win too, is the honor, I guess.
Coming into this, I did a bit of a dive through your Twitter, and I have to ask, in terms of your greatest accomplishments, where does that winning that Fall Guys crown fall in there?
Ooh, oh my God! This is going back a little ways, but it felt just a little bit better than when I got the double laser kill in Halo 3. I don't like if you ever played Halo 3, like the online matchmaking, you actually have to get a double kill with the laser weapon, and that it was like one of my life's greatest achievements. But the crown, just that much better.
I have still to this day never won a round of Fall Guys, so hats off to you.
It's hard, man.
It is. It's a very hard game, and there are some very sweaty people in it.
Yes.
So, I'm just now starting to dive into the world of food challenge videos. I started off doing gaming videos and have decided to kind of spin away from that. Where do you see the potential in the grand scheme of things for food challenge creators?
There's a whole lot of what I like about it is how diverse it is, because you can go all the way from like a channel like CultMoo, right, where it's just a bunch of friends just casually doing stuff, and every once in a while throw up like just a weird food challenge that came off of some fever dream that we had, right? That's completely silly and dumb but fun, all the way up to like competitive eaters, right? Where if you want to enter that level, it's a whole different like a field of people that watch that kind of content. So it's really cool, I think, how many different ways you can go with it. Yeah. I think there's like kind of the sky's the limit, I would say.
One thing I've noticed with gaming creators is like it seems like only like the top 0.5 to 1% actually get big and stay big purely off gaming. It seems like a large percentage of them start off gaming and get big off something else, like whether it's hide and seek challenges or food challenges where you eat crazy things, or like 24-hour challenge videos. Like the Mr. Beast gaming channel has gotten huge, but that's not how he started. He started off doing these IRL challenge videos, and who knows if his gaming videos would have even gotten any traction at all if he didn't do the IRL stuff first.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of channels out there though that kind of switch up what they are. You just got to find sort of your voice, I guess I would say, right? You got to find what appeals to you and what you enjoy doing and what you can enjoy doing, but also feel like you're entertaining an audience, right?
Well, I guess one thing I found out I'm really good at doing is staring at people for long periods of time without blinking. I don't know how entertaining that is for others, but I'm good at it. Have you ever thought about trying to tackle a world record in one of your videos?
Not a lot. Like I can't think of a record we would honestly have the perseverance to get to. I feel like any record that might be possible also takes a certain level of dedication that we would probably just get a little bit bored before we completed the task. I just don't think it's in us.
So you mentioned your team earlier, your crew earlier. How do you pick who you record with in a specific video?
That's a good question. A lot of the times it's kind of, it started out, I would say, just because I would tell them, right? It was like, it started out me and Wero, and then either one of us would have an idea, and it's like, yep, whatever, let's do this. We don't have, self-preservation or anything like that. Let's just try to eat this gross stuff. And then when Lofi came aboard, we noticed Lofi is better at heat challenges. He's way better than me. He's way better than Wero. Both Wero and myself have started to get the problem where when you eat too much spicy stuff, it kind of does bad things to your insides. So I don't do as much spicy as I used to. But I would say if it's a spicy challenge, I'm definitely tapping Lofi. And if it's more of a drinking challenge, I'm tapping Wero.
So when you're making a video, what is your creative process going into that video? Well, like when you decide whether you're going to do something new or just kind of tail off something you've already been doing?
Usually it's I would say it's mostly kind of on a whim, honestly. We are not a very structured channel. It's just whatever idea kind of just sparks, and it sounds fun. It sounds like people will enjoy watching it. It sounds like we'll enjoy trying it. It's that sort of deal, and it can come from any one of us. Really, the idea, like Wero was, the guy that first thought of doing the deep fried stuff. He thought of the Drink of Destiny. He's thought of a lot of our core series, and then once you have that core series down, you can kind of just be like, what if we apply Taco Bell to this series, and then we can just go from there,
Well, I think at this point we've got enough material to work off of. I have gone almost 26 minutes.
Wow, it's amazing.
Without blinking, we've hit the point where I will get you to say, I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest.
I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest, that's for sure.
And if you were to call somebody out to come in and do one of these interview videos with me and do one of these staring contest challenge videos with me, who would you call out?
Ooh, I think I would call out my compatriot Lofi there and have Lofi come on the show. I think you should see what his staring contest skills are like.
Alrighty, well, you've been called out, Lofi. So if that is something you would like to do, you know how to get in touch with me.
Avenge me, Lofi.
Avenge me!
Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition. If you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already subscribed to CultMoo, sorry, not Cult of Moo, go ahead and do that. There will be one video down here at the bottom left that I've recommended, one video down here at the bottom right that YouTube has recommended. Watch one of them, watch both of them. Go to CultMoo's channel, and although there's 11 years of videos, go ahead and watch all of those. They're definitely some entertaining videos, and thanks so much to you for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Joe.
And we'll see y'all the next time.